In the quiet town of Briarwood, the woods held secrets as old as the land itself. Every year, the town's teenagers gathered around the campfire to share tales of the infamous slasher who haunted their nightmares. They spoke of a masked killer who, every Halloween, claimed a victim from their group. But this year was different. Lena Martin had survived 3 previous attacks. The final girl, the lone survivor. She was the one who always outwitted the killer, the one who defied the odds and walked away. But in the town of Briarwood, survival was a double-edged sword. Each victory came with a heavier price. Tonight, the town was abuzz with excitement. Lena had been invited to the annual Halloween party, held in the very woods where the slasher had made his mark. The invitation was sent anonymously, but the cryptic message had left no room for doubt. The final act awaits. As Lena arrived at the party, her heart raced. The forest was eerily quiet, save for the distant sound of laughter and music. She tried to shake off her unease, reminding herself that she was no longer the terrified girl she once was. She had faced the darkness and survived. But something about the night felt different, almost as if the forest itself was holding its breath. The party was in full swing, with masked guests dancing around the fire. Lena tried to blend in, but her senses were on high alert. The masks the guests wore were disturbingly familiar, resembling the slasher's old disguises. Lena felt a chill run down her spine. It wasn't long before Lena's old fears resurfaced. The party guests, who had been laughing moments ago, suddenly went silent. The music stopped. A figure in a blood-stained mask emerged from the shadows, holding a knife that glinted ominously in the firelight. The crowd parted, and the masked figure stepped forward, locking eyes with Lena. It was clear that this wasn't a random attack. This was personal. As the figure advanced, Lena's mind raced. She knew the rules. The final girl was supposed to face the killer and defeat them. But this was no ordinary slasher. This was a game of psychological terror, where survival meant understanding the true nature of the horror. The masked killer taunted Lena with riddles, each one revealing a dark secret about her past. With each revelation, Lena felt her grip on reality slipping. The killer was not just trying to end her life. They were trying to dismantle her sanity. In a desperate bid for survival, Lena used her knowledge of the forest to her advantage. She led the killer through a series of traps she had set years ago. The twisted irony of her situation was not lost on her. The final girl was now the hunter. But the true twist came when Lena uncovered the killer's identity. It was someone she thought she had left behind, a friend from her past who had vanished without a trace. This friend had orchestrated the entire ordeal, driven mad by a twisted sense of justice and revenge. In a final confrontation, Lena faced her old friend amidst the chaos of the burning forest. The struggle was fierce, but Lena's determination proved stronger. With a final, desperate act of bravery, she managed to subdue the killer and end the night of terror. As dawn broke over Briarwood, Lena emerged from the forest, scarred but victorious. She had survived once again, but the night had changed her forever. The final girl had faced her deepest fears and emerged not just as a survivor, but as a symbol of resilience. The slasher's legacy was finally laid to rest, but the scars of the night would linger in the memories of those who had witnessed the horror. Lena's story became a legend, a chilling reminder that even the final girl's reckoning could come with a twist of its own.